Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I have been gone for a day. I believe it's a day. Because I have been busy doing personal readings. So I have been doing those. And of course, I invite you, if you would like to get a personal reading for yourself. Of course, remember that these services are paid. I only do free readings for the channel and for the artist, but in real life, I do use the tarot as a way to actually receive something in return. I think that I don't think that many people understand, but actually you do need some kind of retribution when you do a tarot reading or when you do any kind of service, actually. But I don't know why sometimes people get the wrong idea that because it's tarot or it's other kind of I wouldn't say divination because it's really old. Like I always say, I don't use tarot to see the future, to see do it from this magical perspective. I do it as a way to get to know ourselves better and to use our tools and our inner resources better. So these kinds of things, for it to work, for the message that I deliver and the interpretation that I deliver, for it to work, there has to be an exchange. And since we are in 2022, and well, tarot readers have been charging for the services for quite a while. So I think that there's no need to actually clarify that the readings are not for free. And in the case of the readings that I do here, that I do for the idols, for these celebrities, I don't need an exchange or a retribution, because actually I do it as a way to give back or to share my ability or my what I love to do to others. This is why I decided to read for K-pop idols or groups, because it's something that I really enjoy what they do. I really respect them a lot, and of course I wanted to see if I could do tarot readings for them. And of course, there's another thing that is important, is that they do not ask for people to read on them. They do not ask for people to pull tarot cards on them. So there's no need for them to give any kind of exchange. But nevertheless, I appreciate the support of the people that have contacted me already, and thank you so much for this. So today today here it's January 26th. So today is ASTRO Moonbin birthday. So I saw it on Twitter and I was like, I'm going to read for him. And since this is Aquarius season, you know that I'm reading for a lot of people that their birthdays are coming up or their birthdays had already passed. It's going to be very like like I try to be do the reading in the day that actually their birthdays are, but somehow, since there are a lot of them that do have their birthdays on the same day, it's not possible for me to do as many as I would like. So today, in today's case, it's a coincidence that Moonbin was on the list and that today is his birthday. But if I do another idol and it doesn't coincide with their birthday, please, I want to let you know that it's not a confusion. It's just that I do not have room to do them all, and probably, I don't know, some of them that have their birthdays on February, you will see me doing it, I don't know, this week. So please don't expect them to be the reading on their birthdays, because I don't have that much time to do everyone. I was in that confusion actually, because somehow I do have to select who I will be reading on, but they're very lovely and very these people in my community, that they always bring new ideas, that they're always very respectful, that they're always here giving feedback. So for them, I want to read for their favorite idols. So this is why sometimes I rush between readings and I try to get them all done, because I want to I know that for them it's special, and for them they really love these readings because they love their favorites. So and I do it for them. I do it for these kinds of people that really appreciate what I do. um, so let's start with Moonbin. I know astrologically is that he is an Aquarius sun with a moon in Capricorn, with a lot of placements in Capricorn. So I believe that his Mercury, his Venus, but only his Mars is in Pisces. So he definitely has a lot of Capricorn energy. I believe this is my first time reading for Moonbeam. I think that I started reading for Astro members. I actually started with Channel, um, but I think that, and I remember that in the reading that I did for them, I specify if people wanted me to continue to read for other Astro members, and actually no one asked me. So I'm here reading for Moving, because like someone asked me, but I don't see like a lot of, at least in my channel, I don't see a lot of probably fans of the group that asked me for him. And actually, for me, Moonbin, it's not that I didn't see him before, but he had caught my attention lately, because he had been doing a lot of participation and a lot of collaborations with the Voice, my biases from the Voice, from the Voice Chujon and Q, because actually he is this year is the year of the tiger. So they are born in 1980, 98, I'm sorry. They are of the zodiac sign. They are tigers. So I believe they did a cover of Tiger Inside. And I was really like impressed by his stage presence. And I can definitely see like Capricorn energy in him, because he looked very stable, very stable. There's something about, and I'm not talking just about the shape of his body, or if he's built or not, or if he has muscles or not. I think that there's something about him that is very like really stable. There's something very strong. And actually comparing him with the rest of the people, of the artists that were performing, he looked much more mature than them somehow, like even older than them. I was like, oh, they are born the same year, but he definitely looks like, and it's not his appearance, it's much more than that. There's a sense of, when you have experience in life, that you do have a sort of body language that is very different. And I think that this is the case. I'm sure that probably the fans that know him better, I don't know if he's the Magne or if he's one of the youngest, but there's something about him, like he really looks more mature. So yes, let's go with the tarot cards that he got. He got the Seven of Cups, the Death card, the Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Moon card, and then from the Oracle of the Seven Energies, he got the card of Sacred Reverence. So, yes, starting off with With the Seven of Cups, definitely I think that I was telling you a bit earlier about seeing him and paying more attention to him, because he had been like on a lot of with a lot of more exposure, at least to my understanding. I'm sure that the fans know more about his activity than I do, but for me it was like a coincidence. I saw him in one performance, and then I saw him that he's going to be in Knowing Bros, also with Jujon and Q. So I was really excited. I'm really excited to watch that. So I think that starting off with the Seven of Cups, it means that he does start this year with endless possibilities. I think that he does have the possibility to have more exposure, and I believe that this is individually, that this has to do with him and him only. Like I could read for the group, and of course we could see what's ahead for the group, but today, since it's a reading for him, I'm reading what's available for him. So I think he definitely has a lot of opportunities for him available. Um, it's just that I think that these opportunities are also very volatile, in the sense that I think that some of them are beneficial, and others are just like they do not contribute in any kind of form to his growth. Probably like I don't know if he does modeling or if he participates in some kind of advertisement or something like that. But I think that he definitely starts the year feeling a bit like overwhelmed by the opportunities and the invitations, because I see a lot of people being like, oh yes, we want you to do this and this and this, and it's not that he didn't have that before. It's just that it seems that this year he's going to be seen pretty regularly, and his face, like I mentioned, suddenly he was in a lot of shows. So definitely this represents a change for him. I don't know the dynamic of the group. I don't know how often they have comebacks, or what content they do, or how they stay active in their in the group. But it seems that for him here with the Death card, definitely it's a whole transformation to him. I think that probably has to do with the fact that they are asking for his presence only. So he does feel a bit overwhelmed, like, oh, like, I'm not going with the rest of the members, is it just me? So I think that probably it could have to do with, like I mentioned, that this is the year of the tiger, and that there are a lot of idols, young idols, and popular idols that are from the same year. I'm sure that we have other signs and other idols, but I don't know why. I don't understand much about their zodiac, but it seems like the year of the tiger is going to be very celebrated. Like, I wouldn't know, because my Chinese zodiac sign it's the rat, and I didn't see people like in the year of the rat celebrating and talking about idols that are born from the year of the rat. I know that the year of the rat, it was 2020, so and that was a very controversial year, a bit chaotic. So, but I'm seeing that probably has to do with the year of the tiger. Like, there's something about the energy of, I don't, like I mentioned, I'm not an expert of the zodiac, I don't understand the zodiac, but it seems like it's going to put a lot of energy and a lot of fire and initiative to the people or the idols that are tigers. So, and probably it has to do with them being tigers, with them having this sort of attitude, stage, popularity, competitive nature, like they are very hard to miss, So I think that this is why probably you will, with the excuse of them being tigers, you will see them exposed more. Even the shy ones, even the ones that didn't get screen time before, they will get it this year. And I think that this is the case of Moonbin. Like I mentioned, I'm going to clarify this. I do not know much about Moonbin. This is my first time reading for him. I'm not saying that he doesn't have a screen time, that he doesn't have popularity. I'm sure he does, because he seems very experienced and skilled. But I'm talking about, for these sort of appearances, that probably, like, I don't know why, but I feel like out of all the members of the group, probably he wasn't the one that they called that often to offer him something, So there's something, a change in his circumstances, and moving forward. And also this, he will do a lot of movement, a lot of moves, in the sense that he will have to probably travel. I don't think overseas. I think that when I say travel, I think that it's about locations, moving locations, like on here and there and there. So probably he will have to like work a lot with his I don't know how to say this, with his vitality, because I'm sure that he is a very passionate guy and he's very responsible. He always shows up on time. He's very he's someone that you can lean on, that you can trust. But there's something about his vitality or his inner force. There's something about this that he has some unconscious fears, and I don't know what it means actually, because we have the moon card as the last card. So there's something about him having these unconscious fears or doubts about if his body will be able to to I don't know the English word, like to maintain this sort of active, going here and there and doing presentations here and others. So I think that this could also have to do probably in this year. He will also have activities with the group. So I see him like probably like torn, between rehearsing with the members and then doing other activities. I definitely see him like having like starting very passionate and very like focused on what he has to do. It's not that he cannot do it, it's just that there's something about his vitality. Yes, there's something about his, I don't know how to say this because it's not vitality, but it's like an inner force, like the adrenaline or the motivation, that you need to keep going and keep like doing several tasks. I think there's something in there. I don't know if maybe he has some kind of injury or something like that, that he feels like unconsciously he fears that that will slow him down a bit. because I definitely see that he's very determined person, and he's not going to complain, or he's not going to show that sometimes he does feel a bit weak. But I feel like it's something about the body. I don't think it's his mind. I don't think it's his personality or his moods or his relationship with others. I think it's something physical. I think that probably, I don't know how to say this, because it's not that I don't know how to say it. It's just that I cannot find the English words right now. But I think that it has to do with him feeling extreme fatigue. I don't know if that makes sense. When you when you give your all, when you use all your energy, and when you show all your passion, after you work out, or after you had done a very demanding physical labor, and then all of a sudden you sit down and you feel like your whole body is going to, like, you feel like as if you're going to faint or something. And I think that in his case, this is how he feels. He feels while he performs, it's like he feels really powerful, and he doesn't hurt. Nothing hurts him. But then all of a sudden he feels like the drop of energy, and his whole body starts to tremble. So this is why I was thinking like chronic fatigue or something like that, or some kind of sore in his muscles. Because like I mentioned in the beginning, I was like mentioning vitality, because I have the Ace of Wands here. The Ace of Wands, in this case, I don't think it represents an organ in particular, like, oh, he has this condition, or he hurts this part of his body. No, I think that it's an overall, it's like his whole system, crashed down. It's like, but I think that it's not serious, it's not to worry. But I think that it's a way of his body that is going to show him when he has to slow down a bit. Because like I mentioned, he is very passionate, and he will definitely will push himself to do the best he can and to be the best. So probably it does have some consequences, on his physical body. So I don't know if maybe he will have a lot of activities together, and they will pile up together. I think that the same thing happened to, that Stray Kids, Lino, It's My Bias. And I noticed, I actually, when I did a reading for him last year, the beginning of last year, I actually saw that he would have a lot of opportunities, and he will have like a lot of individual opportunities, and this was something, according to my perspective, something very new to Lino, especially because he is not that social. So for him was a huge challenge to go out there and present himself by himself, and to be part of these opportunities and these activities. So I think that you could definitely see him like arriving at a different time at award shows, like not being in the first hours where the group was presenting, because he had other schedules. So he definitely was juggling between jobs, as I would say, between jobs, between activities. And I think that this is going to be the case for Moonbin as well. This is why I don't know if he does have like another schedules or another activities besides performing. I don't know if he works as an MC. I don't know if he works as a model. I don't know if he works at the radio. I have no idea. So if you are a fan of him and you could give me feedback, I would truly appreciate it, because this is my first time reading for him, and I actually, like, I do not know much except from what I'm getting here energetically. But it's nothing to worry about. It's just that he will have to be patient with himself, and know himself a little bit better. When he starts to notice that his whole body is demanding him to stop, he needs to stop. That's what I wanted to say. And then from the card from the oracle, he got sacred reverence. So it's very meaningful. Definitely think that this person has a lot of, I don't know if he is a believer in something, but he definitely does have a lot of gratitude for his ancestors, or probably if he does practice any kind of religion. He's going to be attached to his beliefs a lot this year, because actually he feels a bit shocked by how events are turning for him. Like everyone requesting him to show up, or being like, oh yes, we have a proposition for you, we have this for you to do. And he's like, wow, me? Like, and it's not, like I mentioned, it's not that it doesn't happen to him. It's just that it's going to happen so often that he will not have time to recover. It will be like, for example, telling him that he has to show up in a show, I don't know, 2 days prior it premieres, or something like that, or 2 days before they start shooting. So there will be a lot of rush as well. And I also think that his popularity is rising. I don't know why, but I think that for him it's a bit like, it's a bit different from what he had been used to. So I think that there's a lot of excitement, and I definitely see him like he is very determined to give his best, and he probably, I don't know, I just want him to take care of his body. I think that he needs to give his body a proper, I don't know if he needs massages, or some kind of routine that is not so hard on his body. Because I think that there's a part of his body that probably is hurt, and he's like ignoring that, and so he will, I don't know. So I think that he's a very diligent person. So to tell him to stop and to slow down is something, and more with all these opportunities and all these people talking to him and inviting him, and including him in all these activities, he will be overwhelmed. He will be like, oh, okay, I'll be there. So yes, the important thing is that this is why the sacred reverence is here. It's because it's going to be important for him, because he's going to feel really grateful for the opportunities. This is why we have the sacred reverence here. I definitely see him like doing reverence to whatever he believes in, or to the people that he loves, or to the people that he works with, to his teammates, to his members. I definitely sense that he feels rewarded somehow, like, oh, this is a gift from the gods, or this is a gift from the universe, or this comes from the skies. He's definitely is a bit like, whoa, this is happening to me now. I think that he's not the only one. This is why I mentioned Lino, because I think that the tigers in this year, the idols that are tigers, are going to have almost the same experience of like, wow. But the positive thing is that it's going to do really well for them because they actually have the potential to be amazing. It's just that for them it's a bit like different, like it hasn't happened before, and this also is going to open gates for him, open doors, open opportunities for him. So this is why he will feel a bit overwhelmed, but it's going to be very positive. I believe that he is indeed protected, and he's very hardworking. He definitely deserves this. He's a very sweet guy. It's just that he can be a bit stubborn from time to time, but he will be alright. So yes guys, this is all I have for Moonbin. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and please, if you are a fan of him or the group, I would appreciate your feedback because I do not know much about him, and I would love to know if maybe, I don't know, if I don't consider that I say things wrong or right. This is an interpretation. I go with the flow. But I definitely want to know more about the people I read for, because that's how I close a cycle with them. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.